So as we're aware, Workshop of the Brilliant Light is going to be the next game mode, and obviously with the developers knowing the difficulty and how tough it's going to be, they're like, you know what, there are some of these players who are not up to scratch yet, so let's give you a supporting hand and give you keys for the artifacts. So up until now, and I think until the 13th, every day we get 3 keys on whether it's going to be either or of the Encore mission or the other one, of course. So basically just giving us a helping hand in terms of getting more artifacts. This then affects the point system in the event side of things to give us a little bit more resources to help us just basically progress with our characters and whatnot. And obviously initially hearing about that, me being me, I'm kind of like, oh, are we getting the game mode next week? More importantly, they're helping us out, which tells me that the difficulty for this game mode is going to be tough. So that's going to be exciting, I guess, maybe, possibly. Now, it has just come in that they are helping us out even further. Now I'm just like, okay, how difficult is it actually going to be? Like, what is going on? So, they have now just come out and are providing even more support. The challenging content Workshop of Brilliant Light featuring incredibly powerful bosses is nearing its release. So, this is a part 2 to the check-in, which kind of confirms everything now, because obviously with the previous check-in that we are still currently going through, I thought that because it ends next week, are we getting the game mode a week before the initial big release of content? So this is the part 2, so this is going to be happening up until the 15th, which is very suitable in terms of having it so that the mode itself will release on the 19th of June. So 19th of June, everything is happening. We're not going to get the game mode early. I thought we were gonna, but part 2 kind of explains everything, so makes sense. But they are, again, 5 gate keys, enhancement chip tier 1 though. I don't know how I feel about that. That should have been tier 2. Tier 2s are given out on the second day, but only 30. We could really do with a lot more than, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Again, a ton of gate keys, 100k gold, more keys all around. Day 4 is insane because you get a ton of them. You get like keys all around. Day 5 times 5 of 100k, and then day 6 times 5 on Encore and Insets keys, and then gold 100k. So again, once again, just when we thought things were done and dusted in terms of the keys that they're giving us now currently, there's still more to come, a lot more to come. So they are really heavily pushing, trying to support the player base in terms of getting the artifacts ready and just getting your hunters prepared to fight. Am I nervous? You're damn right I'm nervous. Am I scared? Yeah. Am I excited? Yes, of course I am. So a lot of emotions. I'm not too sure what to expect now. Obviously these boss fights are going to be tough, that's just a given, but yeah, how tough? Why are the developers supporting us this much? This has never happened before. What's going on with this game mode? Alright, so I'm just going to throw this in here since it's also key information, so who's thinking to alpha. More info about the Workshop of Brilliant Light, just to give us a bit of an idea on what we're going to be working with in terms of the game mode itself. So, as you guys can see, entry currency is required to participate in the Workshop of Brilliant Light game mode. The currency resets every Monday. Rewards can be obtained once a day, up to 3 times per week. Player mode and hunter mode exists in the Workshop of Brilliant Light. You can also select the blessing buff that fits your strategy. So there's a lot going on here. So first things first, the mode itself, it's on a weekly basis. I don't know how I feel about that. I was really hoping for like a daily basis because I'm out here trying to grind, but it is what it is. Resets every Monday. That's cool. If it's a weekly basis, then I mean, kind of makes sense. But the rewards can be obtained once a day, up to 3 times per week. 3 times. So I know some people are gonna read that and be like, "Oh, damn, really? That's not exactly much." We're trying to get the new artifacts here. It seems that this is going to be done in a very slow pace. Which is what I thought initially, and then I realized, hold on a minute, whenever we do gear runs, how many gears do we get per run? And I did do that just a second ago, there we go. We get 3 gears. So in total, within a week, if they're keeping it to the way that they are right here, then we're getting 9 gears basically per week. Now, don't know how I feel about that, because I want more, clearly. But I feel like 9 is pretty decent, and it'll kind of give us, well, I feel like they don't want people just to kind of rush and get the new artifacts, right, and start causing havoc in terms of having that advantage play. So kind of limiting it. I mean, it'll be interesting. Again, we don't know for sure on what these new artifacts are doing. We don't know anything about them other than the leaks, I guess. So we don't know if that's fully confirmed to say if that's going to be the artifacts, but we know that they're going to be coming in and doing something insane with what we've seen beforehand, right? So that clarifies that. And then of course, I thought there was only going to be a Jinwoo mode. I didn't to see that there's going to be also hunter modes, so that way we can kind of rotate between the two. I'm going to love that, because obviously after A5 in I kind of want to rock with some hunters. So I'm excited about that. Blessing buff. So this kind of is similar to what I spoke about when it came to me talking about how in the future we might be getting a game mode that is kind of like Honkai Star Rail's game mode, where you've got the whole blessing stuff going on. So it seems that as we're progressing through the floors and whatnot, I assume when we defeat the boss, we'll get some blessing buff of our choosing, and that will then affect us going into the next fight, depending on, maybe it's like giving us more HP, more attack, etc. You guys know the deal. So that's awesome. I do like that added bit of content for this game mode. It's gonna make things very, very interesting. But yeah, weekly, 3 times per week to get gears. So again, total of 9. When it comes to entry currency is required, it's these tickets. They'll well, if it's 3 times, then yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense to say that they're going to give us 3 initially. Now, rewards can be obtained once a day up to 3 times per week. Damn it. Okay, I thought we were able to maybe cheese it to say, what if they make it so that these tickets are obtainable in other ways? Because obviously with these these keys, if we want more of these, I mean, there are other means to go about getting them. I mean, you can purchase them, you can head into the shop itself and use your mana crystals to get 2 of each. So in reality, the game does give us 6 per day, but if we want more, there are other means to go about to get more. So I thought, maybe that, yes, they're saying that there's 3 runs, that's the amount that they've given us, but maybe they might make it so that there's other places where we can go and get more runs. But for them to say that the rewards can be obtained once a day up to 3 times, kind of giving you that limit, that cap, then yeah, I assume that maybe getting additional tickets isn't gonna work. Unless they give out additional tickets for us just to fight the bosses, I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. But yeah, boys, that is pretty much everything. If they choose to give us a day 3 login, which they, I don't know, hopefully they do, because I mean, technically that second part 2 login ends on the 15th, and if the update is dropping on the 19th, then I mean, hey, we got extra days, developers. I'm just saying, you know, if you want to drop that extra bit of content or rewards and whatnot, you know, I'm cool with that. But yeah, boys, that is pretty much everything. So yeah, they are not slacking around. This game mode is coming in hot. I do hope that they give us difficulty selection, so that way, you know, people can choose on whether or not if they should fight a higher end boss. And if that is the case, I mean, clearly the more difficult the boss, then of course the more rewards you'll get. But you know, you got to also cater to where everyone is at in terms of power level and their account and whatnot. So yeah, why is it on auto? Anyway, I'll end it there, boys. Just quickly wanted to keep you guys informed in the loop on what's going down with this new game mode. But it seems that it's going to be difficult.